everybody, my last slide is this: everybody is in sales, whether they know it or not. ABC is always be closing. It's from an old sales movie we used to watch to get psyched up. But sell the opportunity, sell yourself as a manager. I've seen people in 30 years do the craziest things, like walk out and steal the monitors, and just the most ridiculous things you could possibly imagine, right? But nobody is the villain in their own mind. Like, for some reason, that like odd behavior, like for some reason they rationalized it and thought that it was fair because of the way that they were treated. So I started off the presentation by saying fairness is in the eye of the beholder. Please don't forget, their perception is their reality, right? So if people feel like you've treated them unfairly, or the manager or the manager of the company has treated them unfairly, they can rationalize virtually any behavior, right? So just keep that in mind. It's not what you think is fair. It's what your people think is fair. And if you can't give them the answer they want, which you often can't, then you need to give them the why so that they understand. Corporate politics exists in a 2-person lemonade stand or a 7,500-person company, right? But you can think about your division, like whether you're in a 2-person department or a 200-person department. If you have the kind of department where there's a mistake that happens and then someone wants to sweep it under the rug and not let you know about it as the boss and just try to fix it and get something back to the client on their own, it's not great, right? Like, if you have the kind of trusting relationship with your manager and your people with you, that they're going to bring problems to you at the moment of the problem, you're going to have the best chance you're not going to be happy about it, but you're going to have the best chance to fix it, the best chance to come through for the client. So, good news travels on its own. It's actually good to share the glory and when something goes well. And I see everyone emails going around when we kick butt for a client. But how you want to judge your organization is, what happens when we mess up, and how fast did that email go around? Because what kind of trusting relationship do we have, right? That I'm gonna get the problems. So, judge your team by how fast bad news travels and how comfortable your team is bringing bad news to you. We talk a lot about production. We talk a lot about sales. Where's Roy Trujillo? I'm going to bring Roy up for this one. Roy Trujillo. Roy and I have been doing this together for God knows how long, 20-some years. Good to see you, buddy.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. So, Roy's kind of one of my management MVPs for this, because in production, in sales, in sales, there's kind of, okay, we won the deal, or in production we delivered the project. But in shared services, there's a bit of a different problem.
Yeah, that's when people notice us, when we screw something up. When we make a mistake. It's like the IT guys, right? The help desk guys solve 1 million problems a year, but the one time you think of them is when your email's not going through and it's stuck in the outbox.
Yeah, I mean, do you ever call Roy up and be like, Roy, that phone man or on that receptionist kicked some butt. That was awesome. You got Project A so fast today. I love the easy-to-use user interface. And so
the door's open when I put my access card against the little pad. Right. That was awesome.
So this is kind of my closing point is it's very back office operations, shared services. If you're in sales, if you're in production, none of what we would do would be possible without finance, HR, IT, ops, like all these kind of back office operations. Something that Roy is actually a master at managing, because he doesn't have all these tools, these motivational tools of winning the deal or delivering the project. He doesn't have these tools, and yet he's been able to scale the business and succeed in this job for over 20 years. And when you have an opportunity to recognize a back office person in your office, please take that opportunity. Get them a pizza, do something, take them out for coffee, bring some donuts. Do something for back office operations, because just remember, they only hear. Does anybody know? I know there's a lot of international crowd here. Does everybody know what this is? Yes. This is a U.S. This is an American football ref throwing a flag, and what this is meant to be is there's certain positions in American football, like offensive line, where you're blocking for the quarterback. where the only time you hear your name called is when you hold or make a penalty, right? Or you let somebody buy you and then they sack the quarterback. So basically you're kind of an unsung hero. You don't get your name called a lot. So I'm trying to practice what I preach and call Roy's name out and thank him for all the incredible years of management.
Well, thank you, Phil. And likewise, I'd like to thank Phil for all the opportunities he's created, not only for myself, but for all of you. Thank you, Phil.
You're most welcome, buddy. Good to see you. And everybody, my last slide is this. Everybody is in sales whether they know it or not. ABC is always be closing. It's from an old sales movie we used to watch to get psyched up. Sell the opportunity, sell yourself as a manager. The culture of the company, I can tell you from the last 3 days, I don't know the company's got a better culture than us. And then, and you just, whether you're talking about where to go on vacation with your family or anything that you want to get accomplished in life before any building gets built, somebody's got to sell the idea. And so anyway, it is it's a situation where at TransPerfect, we're going to do as much training as we can, give you all this information, and I'm using the word sell here, but what I really should be saying is convey. So please take a lot of these messages home, take them out, convey them, find new fantastic recruits for your team. Don't poach internally. Don't find them internally without consent of the other manager. But grow your team. We're going to need all you guys to meet our aggressive goals for the future, and we're going to need you guys to go out there and continue to find the best and to take forward some of these concepts that we've been talking about. So thank you very much for everything.